Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I had a ton of ideas on content that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of months. And since I'm uploading 3 times a week, it's like, we're good. So, it's really weird. People are actually driving around right now. It's quarantine. Like, stay inside. I went outside the other day and somebody, I posted it on Instagram and this random person just messaged me and said, stay inside, stay safe. And I was like, what? I'm sorry, I was in my backyard. Not the point. Anyways, so today's video is going to be 5 things you can do right now to lift your mood. And I feel like this is a really good video for right now, especially because I'm going a little bit stir crazy. I'm sure all of you are too. You know, let's get into it. So before I do get into these, I just want to point out that generally you can figure out what you can do to lift your mood if you just ask yourself, what makes me happy? And I know right now that's kind of a harder topic to go over because of it being quarantine. So it's like, if you're saying that you usually like going out to the park or something like that makes you happy, well, we can't necessarily do that right now. But other than that, there's little things that you can do. But so I have 5 things. I have more than 5 things. And if you do want more than 5, leave me a comment below and I will upload more of those. But I have the top 5 things that I usually do and that I'm sure that you would like to do as well. At least test it out, see if it helps. But 5 things you can do right now to lift your mood, make you happy. We need it. So the first one I have is go outside. Walk outside into your backyard, sit on your patio, do something. I mean, if it's cold or rainy, then maybe not. But even if you really like those things, then by all means, please do it. Just be safe. Don't go out in the middle of winter with no coat or anything. But go outside because vitamin D, the sun, just being outside in nature usually lifts my spirits, and I know that is true as well for a lot of other people. So I feel like it's something that we don't really do. We don't think about doing when we're okay, what can I do to make myself happy? Generally what I usually default to is coffee or food. And it's if you're trying not to gain 1,000 pounds during quarantine, go outside. These are gonna be trying to be healthy things as well. Although I have had a lot of ice cream. I'm not here to judge. I hope you aren't either. So go outside, try to spend some time out in nature, observe nature, just sit there and listen to the birds or listen to the wind or tan. I love sitting out in the sun and tanning. I cannot wait until I can do that more. I feel like this coming Saturday is going to be a day for that, hopefully. So that's number 1, go outside. Number 2 is tidy up your space. I feel like that is something that not very many people realize can actually really increase your mood. And I mean, when your environment really affects the way that you feel, whether you realize it or not. And if your environment is chaotic and you just feel there's so many dishes to do, the stove is dirty and there's laundry that needs to be done and something else, there's a multitude of things that subconsciously will rack up in our brain, and then we'll be oh, well, I don't really want to do this right now. Let's just put it off a day or for a few more hours. And then you get anxious and stressed out and everything. And you won't even realize that part of the reason is because you have things on your mind that you wanted to do and that you've pushed off or whatever. And also, if your environment is just chaotic and there's things laying around that you don't necessarily need right away, it will build up within you, and then it's just it makes you more unmotivated as well. So a really good thing, even if it's not like the whole house, like you don't have to do the whole house, but the room that you're in, or the things that are on your list of like most important things to get done to feel productive, please do those and then see how your mood is. Dishes take like 5 minutes. I mean, I know that like I usually put it off because I'm like, it's gonna take me like half an hour, when it really does not take me half an hour. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes out of my day, and I feel so much better after that because it got done. And then I'm like, okay, we're good now. Like, sink's clean, sparkly, we're good. Okay, so tidy up your space is number 2. Number 3, drink water. I do not take this enough. I actually have not drank much water at all today, so I will have to go grab that after I'm done. But definitely drink some more water. Usually when we're feeling down, or even if we're starting to feel like hungry, or like we get those hunger pains and we think that we are getting hungry, it's actually the fact that we are just dehydrated and we need water. Like 9 times, okay, maybe not 9 times, so like 7 times out of 10, when you feel like you want to eat something, it's because your body wants water, like it needs more water. A good rule of thumb is to have, I think it's 72 ounces of water per day, and that is a lot. Like, I don't know if you have ever actually tracked how much water you have, but that's like, I want to say over 8 glasses of water every day. And like, when you think about it that way, it is a lot, and it is kind of hard to keep track of. So, just another thing that you can do to lift your mood, your body will feel better, is drink water. So test it out. You never know. Number 4, listen to your favorite upbeat song. And I usually don't, because of the fact that like music it's a lot for me to handle at a time. And I know it sounds really weird. I understand. I know I'm weird. Thank you for pointing that out. Anyways, so I know that it's really weird for me to like, default to trying to listen to a song when I'm not feeling okay, but listening to an upbeat song that has in the past made me feel better will then again make me feel better. If I can remember any of the songs that I usually default to, I will either put them in the description or on the screen or whatever it is. That way you can check them out, see if they lift up your spirits too. You never know. And number 5, I also do have more things for music, but I will leave it only at listen to your favorite upbeat song, because it really will help. Okay, number 5. Talk to your best friend. Right now, I would say go and see somebody who usually lifts your spirits. But right now, being COVID-19, quarantine, 2020 recession, all of that, now being that time, just talk to them, FaceTime them, video chat them. Like, Facebook Messenger is the easiest way to talk to people a lot of the times, unless they don't have Facebook, and then you can Snapchat. And if you don't have Snapchat, then like, what are you doing with your life? I'm sorry, but like, you have all of these different things. Google Duo, Zoom, Marco Polo. If you can't even talk to them literally right then and there, check out Marco Polo, because I used to use that with my friend that lived in California, and then she was like 3 hours behind and we never got on the same schedule. You understand, I talk very fast sometimes because of the fact that like, you should probably try it out. Anyways, so talk to your best friend. Talk to the person who usually lifts up your spirits. And if they can't talk right now, like, reach out to another friend. Reach out to your family member. Sit here and talk to yourself. Talk to yourself in the mirror. I know that sounds really crazy at certain points. And yes, it might be to a lot of people, but it does help, because if you're just like venting out the things that are keeping you stressed, you will feel better. Talking about something, anything, will help you feel better, because then it puts your mind in a different space. Like, you can talk about the things that are bothering you, or you can talk about things that make you happy, or you can talk about whatever it is you want. If you do any of these things and you find that they work for you, please let me know in the comments below. So that is the top 5 things other than coffee, because coffee, always coffee. That is the top 5 things in order to increase your mood, lift your mood, make you happy. Like things that people wouldn't necessarily think to do, and you should definitely test them out. I do have more of these if you're interested, because there's like a long list for me to test out because something like usually doesn't work for me. So if you want more of these, please leave me a note in the comments below and I will give you my next 5 things that I usually do. And I hope that you are surviving quarantine and are feeling better, and choose one of these things to try and feel better with your day. All right. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time.